It doesn't work for you, but if I
No.
go this, look what happens. It's like I'm in a ship. Maybe put that at the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Hello, I'm Levi.
And I am Carlos.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to Holy Chat.
Holy chat.
Hey, Carlos, we're in episode 2 of our
Número
Holiday
dos.
Suck episodes,
Yes.
which makes you laugh every time.
Yes.
How did we start out our conversation?
Well, we started with saying that the holidays many times are not just a lot of happiness and rainbows and unicorns
Mm.
and Christmas trees and whatever it is that you do on your
Yeah.
holiday time, particularly on Christmas time. Um, but it is sometimes a mixture, and there is a lot of actually people not wanting or liking much
Yeah.
holidays at all.
Yeah.
So with this last this last episode that we recorded, we asked you to have a homework
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
to let us
Homework.
know you of your, what do you think about the kind of if the holidays suck or stink,
Yeah.
or if you like, or any of your favorite movies. We said
Yeah.
right,
Favorite holiday
holiday movies.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah,
Put that in the comments
yep,
as you
yep, yep,
subscribe to
yep.
our
That's right.
YouTube channel
That's
and
right.
all that great stuff. So we hope to hear from you. Today, we are going to talk about one of those things that makes the holidays hard. We're dreaming of a
Ah,
blue Christmas.
we're dreaming.
Of a blue. Yeah.
Exactly.
And as I was doing my research, because
Ah,
we do research
oh,
for this podcast
from time to time.
from time to time, once every 10 episodes. I was reading a Harvard survey that talked about why there's an
Horrible.
epidemic of
Oh,
loneliness.
yes.
We remember this epidemic of
Yes.
loneliness, and there were 6 big contributors that
Hmm.
people said to loneliness. The first was technology, and that was by far the biggest one. It was
Yes.
73% of people said technology contributes to loneliness. 66% said not enough time with family.
Mm,
62% said we're overworked, too busy, or too tired.
mm,
60% said mental health challenges, either with themselves or with the people they want to have a relationship with.
yeah.
It makes it challenging. 58% said that our society in America is too
Mm,
individualistic,
mm,
and so it's hard to have community and relationships.
mm.
And I was surprised by the last one. 50% said it's because they don't have a religious or spiritual life.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
they're focused too much on themselves and
Sure,
not enough outside
sure,
themselves and in
sure.
community. So those are the big 6. And I know you have studied this epidemic of loneliness a lot.
Well, I mean, yes, I guess.
You're a lonely expert, aren't
Yes.
you? Yes.
So there's this wonderful book that I recommend for everybody. It's called The Good Life and How to Live It, and it's the longest in period of time study that has been done regarding happiness, or another way, joyfulness.
Hmm.
And happiness defined not necessarily as just as the moment that you are euphorically happy about something, like going to a game, or your birthday comes and you have a birthday party and that kind of thing, but this everlasting and overarching happiness or joyfulness that you have amid the challenges of life.
Mm.
So anyway, all this to say is that this wonderful book talks about that, and yes, it kind of correlates what you just said. And definitely, social media, particularly
Mm.
technology, has influenced a lot of how we feel about life, and it is because the studies shows that we have a persona, we have created a character within social media that it is happy all the time, that it has no problems, that is enjoying life, and we post our food that we're eating and the trips that we are taking,
Mm.
but maybe many times that is not necessarily the life that we are truly living out. It is more of a character, a persona,
Yeah.
and it is not reality. And then the people who are seeing those things on social media feel the need to, well, I cannot be, Debbie Downer, or I cannot be,
Right.
I cannot suck. So I have to kind of compete, and so therefore there's these.
Reinforces the
So yes,
yeah.
personas and characters. So it just keeps, instead of drawing people together, seems that they are just creating wedges and wedges,
Hmm.
and feel more depressed and mad, bad about ourselves and the self-image, and just spiral down from there, kind
You
of
made
thing.
me think like I have a great relationship with my fake friends.
Yes,
Right? Everything is great.
it's
The
awesome.
food is good, the music's good, the drink is good. Like,
Yes.
it's just
Yeah.
yeah, not too long ago I stepped away from most of my social media. And I've never been happier, actually. But I realized for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of friends that I had on Facebook, there are like five of you that I actually talk to on a regular basis. So why do I care? So now I have a secret Instagram page and I follow just things that uplift me,
Mm.
like Steve Martin. I recommend Steve Martin's Instagram page. For you kids, Only Murders in the Building, one of the old
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
We remember him differently. But he's very funny. He'll post the kind of delicious food the way a lot of
Mm.
people do, but he mocks it and makes fun of it. So he'll be like, a picture of linguine with white truffles, and he'll say, "Man, this is nothing like the linguine with white truffles I had in Waco, Texas, as a kid," you know, which is just absurd. But he's pointing out the absurdity of
Yes.
like how great
Yes.
his life
Yes.
is, but also social media
Yeah.
being that silliness. So yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is when you get those people on social media who are real and honest and raw, then you're like, whoa, whoa,
Too real.
to TMI, don't tell me your problems
Right.
on,
Right. Right.
that's
Right.
too much,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So technology is a big factor, but maybe related to that is time with family and being
Mm.
overworked. Those are
Yeah.
other areas where people think loneliness is kind of coming out of that. So
Yeah.
what's different about now that time with family is harder and we feel more overworked than ever?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe there's many. I think there's many factors as to that, as to why is it happening. But I
Mm-hmm.
can say, compare my life in Mexico, where I come from, and here, it's differently. Family dynamics is very different, and in Mexico, we are painfully close. And everything happens around the same city, and we eat with each other regularly, and if there's not like an actual meal, we sit down at least and eat some pan dulce, some
There's some
pastries.
food there.
Some
Yeah,
always,
always
always
food.
food, always food.
Yeah.
It's not polite if you don't offer some sort of food and some
Mm-hmm.
sort of drink. Anyway, in family celebrations are all together, and in the U,
Mm-hmm.
and also the other thing about family is that for us understanding a family is, yes, your mom, dad, is siblings, but also aunt and uncles and cousins and second cousins and third cousins and godparents, and I mean it's just a whole,
It's
I'm
everybody.
sorry, an array of people that come
Yeah.
to interact with you. And here in the USA, my experience has been that family is mom, dad, immediate family, siblings, and almost that's it. Some grandparents if they are still around. And then the other thing is that most likely for work or for other reasons, maybe school or, as I said, an array of reasons, families are not necessarily even living in the same state, or
Mm.
forget about the same city.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it
More
is,
mobile
yeah,
world. Yeah.
mobile, and so it is just hard to. I don't think it's one better than the other. I would say that it's just different, but it is. I think it's a contributor factor that. And the other thing about overworked. Recently, I heard that there was a note on a uh, game that I like to hear. It's called Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hmm.
It's funny, and they were asking, what is the number one, um, what's the number one tip that entrepreneurs that are building these massive companies give to everybody, and they say, work all the time,
Hmm.
work all the time.
Mm.
That is their.
That's what it takes
That's
to
what it
be a
takes.
billionaire,
That's right.
right?
So
So just be happy being 100,000-aire. So you don't have, you probably still have to work all the time for
that's
that,
just
don't you?
right.
You're right, but it's funny because statistically, Americans are actually working fewer hours
Mm,
than ever
yeah.
before. Not everybody, but
Yeah.
generally speaking, average across the board. But we feel like we're working
Yeah.
more. And I remember you saying to me one time it's because we carry our office around with us, and it's this
Yes,
phone.
yes.
So we can have things going off, emails, text notifications all day, all
All
night.
day long.
So we feel like we're working, even when we're home after dinner watching football or a
Yes,
show, and it's like, oh,
right.
wow, I've got this email I've got to answer.
Answer it, yeah.
But you've done a few things to kind of mitigate that in your life.
Well, yes. So I have turned off the notifications from my emails. So I receive them. Uh, I know I have them there, but once
They're
I
in there somewhere.
somewhere, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't have a notification. And also, I don't have notifications from any other like social media. I don't,
Mm.
and I'm not in social media much myself. I see, like you said, some things that uplift me, nerd things that I like to see, but I don't spend much time there either. So I
Yeah.
don't have any notifications from there for that either. And then a certain hour, I think it's because I'm old, like I 8 at night, it just turns everything off. So only family,
Your whole
like
body goes.
my yeah, everybody,
Yeah.
yeah, and just drooling and watching yeah, I don't know, Game of Fortune or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, but the
Anyway,
notifications are huge, right? Because I
yes,
remember in the day when I would let every Facebook notification pop up or Instagram,
yes,
email,
yes,
text message, everything. Now, you can set your phone to like personal or do
hmm
not disturb, and
yes,
still your favorites can call through if you had an emergency and your family member needed you, but everyone else is sort of blocked out for a while. And
yes,
if you can train yourself to do that,
yeah.
I mean, gosh, my teenage daughters, we make them plug their phone in at 6 o'clock every night, which they love. And they'll plug it in downstairs, so we've got our eyes on it. We know where
Uh-huh.
those phones are. And my goodness, during TV, it's like bzz, bzz, bing, 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 bong, bong, bing, bzz, 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 just constant. Like, what? How many apps do you have, and what are they notifying you
Yeah,
of? Like,
about.
what is happening? So we're having to like teach them how to set those
Yeah.
boundaries. Now, there's one of these things that was mentioned was mental health as
Uh-huh.
an aspect of loneliness, and some mental health, of course, we know is just chemical. It's innate to the body, and it requires medication and
Hmm.
treatment.
Hmm.
But some of this mental health could be some of the things we've already talked about, like
Yes.
situational,
Yes.
too much technology,
Hmm.
distance from
Yes.
family. Those things can impact your mental health
Hmm.
too, right?
Right. I mean, I don't know. As I said, I can't remember where, but the average person in the USA scrolls their phone the same length as the a day as the in the same length as the Statue of Liberty.
Oh my
So
gosh.
imagine, your phone and you're
It's
doing
like a real
this.
scroll, and you're
Yeah,
just
so the
it's
scroll,
the if
so the
you lengthen.
scroll is, yeah, if you lengthen, is
Oh yeah.
the size of the
And I bet for teenagers, it's more like
probably
the
double.
yeah, the
The
like
Eiffel Tower or
Liberty,
something.
yeah, the Eiffel Tower. I mean, the Devon Tower
Yeah, yeah,
downtown in
yeah,
Oklahoma City.
yeah.
Yeah, so with mental health challenges, of course, I mean, we've seen a rise of that, but it seems to have gone up with technology.
Yeah.
The technology and mental health is really correlated in some
Hmm.
way. And although we can't control all aspects of our mental health, we can control some of our
Yeah.
situational circumstances, like access to technology,
Hmm.
community building, and
Hmm.
relationship. So there are things that we can do to take proactive measures to improve
Hmm.
our mental health.
Right.
Therapy's good.
Yes,
Therapy
yes,
helps.
yes. Well, I think that the other thing is, mm, I think right now, at least from my point of view, what I've seen is a lot of image, body image.
Body image, yeah, yeah.
That what is good, what is bad, what is pretty, what is ugly,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then obviously the bullying part. But I think just along just the body image and the whole thing of resources, like you look, you know, you see whatever, as I said, these personas that we create on social media, um, they not necessarily reflect the reality. So what I'm saying
Hmm.
is, we may showing off this beautiful purse or look super fit or whatever, but in reality, it's as I said, a persona, and then that affects, you know, if people like me and you look in the likes and
Yeah.
um,
I mean, not
anyway,
not everyone can look like me.
that's right. No,
So,
no,
and you
no.
shouldn't even try. It's not going to happen for you.
No, no.
Do you know how
I've
how
tried.
long it took to get like this?
I've tried, and
Uh,
it's not happening.
yeah, it's amazing. So the last one was a lack of a religious or spiritual life. Half
Oh.
of the people surveyed
Mm.
said that loneliness was driven in part by a lack of a religious or spiritual life. And so, you know, obviously we're biased. We're
Yes.
United Methodist Christian pastors, and so we have an opinion, but we're not trying to necessarily put our thumb on the scale of what kind of religious life you
Yeah.
have. It can be meditation. It could be going to mosque or synagogue, or finding some kind of philosophical way of being that calms you and centers you. But as Christians, I mean, we're passionate about people finding a place of belonging in a
Yes.
community,
Yes.
and you've been working really hard on.
Uh,
At what time is it? Blatant, shameless plug time.
This is a shameless plug.
yes.
Blatant, shameless plug
Yes.
time. But you really have been working on something
Well,
hard to help people get connected
yes,
to
thank you.
community.
Yes, we have been working, and you can go to whatiflove.net. Yes.
I don't know if you can do that.
The plug, the plug.
Yeah, the plug. Whatiflove.net.
Yes.
What
And
if love?
what if? Not,
IF.
yeah, no, not what.
What is love? What is love?
I'm not gonna do that. Okay.
No, it's what if love.
Whatiflove.net.
And is it a question? Is it an answer? You find out. Hello, you guys. I'm Carlos, and I want to give you a bit of an update on what Levi and I were talking about just a minute ago. Well, actually, this is a minute ago. And introducing to you what if love. And I have my cheat sheet here so that you can see what if love is all about. So, what if love is a movement that asks a simple but disruptive question: what if love is more than polite kindness? What if love is an invitation for anyone who has ever felt curious, cautious, or cast aside to discover a God whose love is wide enough to hold us all and strong enough to send us into a world that needs it? Yes, what if love is a movement? What if love is uh, designed and put out there for all of those who are, Levi and I have been talking a lot about this, those who are spiritual, not religious, have been maybe hurt by religious organizations, and maybe this is a way to reconnect. We would like for everybody to reconnect with God. So here, when you go to whatiflove.net, this is what you will find, and this is the crux, the essence of the movement for us.
What if?
What if we've misunderstood love?
What if it's more than kindness?
What if it is courage?
What if love isn't polite? What if love doesn't fit inside the lines we drew?
What if love breaks the rules? The ones built to keep people out?
What if love looks like protest? Like showing up again and again in the face of doubt, discomfort, and uncertainty?
What if love walks with the ones we were told to walk away from?
What if love laughs too loudly?
Sings off key, delights in the difference, listens before it speaks.
What if love has always been moving toward the margins,
Toward the mess.
toward the questions?
Toward
you.
What if this is how love was always meant to be?
The kind of love that moved Jesus to tears.
To flipping tables, to outspoken criticism.
What if this is God's love? Not distant, not conditional, but here, alive, in motion.
Love that breaks barriers in order to perform miracles. God's love is reaching for you, bold enough to embrace you, strong enough to send you,
Wide enough to include us all.
What if love?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. That's our shameless plug.
Shameless plug over. But you know, I like what you have to say, and kind of in conclusion of this episode, we're talking about loneliness, and the fact is that all of us at some point in time are going to feel lonely, even in a crowded room, even with our family. We'll have those moments around the holidays. You know, you'll miss a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or somebody.
Yes.
You'll be lonely. Maybe you've been through a divorce or a breakup. You'll have those moments where you feel lonely. But what we're trying to say here is there are some things you can do to take a little bit of control over those feelings, to improve the kind of extreme loneliness feelings you might have,
Mhm.
maybe mitigate some of that
Mhm.
and feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
And one of those things is to be involved with other people.
Mhm.
Get away
Yes.
from technology a little
Yes.
bit. Like you
Yes.
said, learn about the spiritual life you could have. Get involved in a mission and a nonprofit. Serve other people. Get outside of yourself,
Mhm.
and then finally get in an affinity group where you can talk about spirituality and other things too about life that are important. And all of those things can help
Yes.
just bring that loneliness
Mhm.
level down
Down.
a little
Yes.
bit. So
Yes.
hopefully that helps you out a little bit. You've got
Mhm.
some homework today. Go to whatiflove.net, check it out,
Check it out.
explore it.
Mhm.
Put it in the comments whether you like it or hate it, because Carlos
right.
is in charge of that.
That's
So.
right. Yes. If, whatever I need to fix,
Yeah.
please let me know.
That's right.
Yes.
And we'll keep it as a work in progress as always.
It is a work in progress.
Okay, until next time, I'm Levi.
And I'm Carlos, and
That was easy.